Okay. Let's go and get my shit. $200,000. That's not that much money. Let's get some more money. Just pop off my monies. Okay, cool. That's all I need to do. These. Get this. Cool. Okay. So let us go back to the story. Okay, so it should be Sigrid wanting to talk to us. She's found us. She's probably going to ask us about what happened. I don't think she's going to take us in without questioning us first. I don't think she's going to completely believe... It felt like she didn't completely believe Drakene. Oh, maybe not then. Huh. She knows we're here. I thought she would want to talk to us first and then be like, wait.
シグリッドさん。
リンドの自らなん
でもごめんなさい。リンちゃんが出て行っちゃったなら私が隠れてても意味ないよね。
レミエール。リンドのドラキナ様はそなたを心配しておられる。だがエルダ様に刃を向けた資格については
I mean, the stupid thing though is it's like her saying, "Oh, I need you to come back with us." Like, dude, Drakenei stabbed her and then blamed me. Like, going back, there's no way in hell I'm going back. Like, because going with you puts me at the most risk. Like, my life is at the most risk going back to the place where one of the three central figures is the person who actually committed the crime. You know? You're telling me, hey, go back here, you know, where the person who actually committed the crime has the most amount of sway and power.
言っとくけど、ここで手を出したら
その息はよし。
私は別にいいんだ。でも君はこのままだとあの怪物。
言いたいことがあるのなら。
ああ、噂通りの君たちが血眼で探してるギルタブル。
何？
リンちゃんは驚かなくていいよね。ひょっとして気づいてない？いや、ちょっと想像の先を言ってたっていうか。
作り話だとしても。
君はもうちょっと驚いてほしかったな。それとも君も内心疑ってる？面と向かってドラキナと喋った時。
Hey, that's the question though. Like, the Sunbringer, right? But there are three Sunbringers. So is she saying that all three of them are Gertz Blue? Or just one of them? Like, the fact that she went after Eldreda might mean that she believes all of them are, but we only saw the little one. Now, I mean, could only the little one be affected and not the others? Hard to say. It's hard to say if there's still any sort of connection between them, right? Like if the clones if the clones were made and then they didn't have, I mean, it also could be that like maybe that's the reason why Sunbringer made the clones to begin with, because she was like, oh shit, I'm slowly turning into Gertz Blue, like by fusing with this core. So she's like, I'll split myself into three to try to avoid that, but you know, all three were also infected or something.
そう確信するに至っ。
直感？リンちゃんたちはね、エネルギー区にできたシンギュラリー区、そこに現れたドラキナは二人きりで話がしたいからって。けどその時トリビアって子がタイミング悪くシグリッド。君が命令を受けたのはその後。どうせ血まみれのシグリッドさん。
いかにもドラキナ様は
シグリッド、私はね、リンちゃんの話を聞いた時こう思った。ドラキナの体内にある合格が暴走して彼女自らが決死に変わっちゃったのかもしれない。
That's the thing though. Lady Drakenei's karma core? That would kind of imply that all three of them might have their own karma core. Otherwise, you would just, because like before, she was just saying she was just using Sunbringer, the Sunbringer, right? And so we didn't know if she meant all of them or just the one, right? Because all of them are called Sunbringer, but they all have different, you know, names and appearances and identities, kind of. So she's saying, do all three have karma cores? Is that did Sunbringer, the original Sunbringer, have three Void Hunter weapons? Or did she have actually, did they kill other Enchainers and didn't have a person to take up the Void Hunter weapon, so they created like the three clones to basically handle the karma cores they had left over?
でも私は経験したからわかるんだ。人間が決死に変わってしまったら
Yeah, so it's presumably whatever experiments they did to her, they've perfected them and gotten better at them. Now, it is of course insanely risky because the fact that she's able to turn into a powerful ethereal and still retain her consciousness, that is actually very similar to what I thought the Exaltus were trying to do. The Exaltus always seemed like they were trying to like evolve humanity by like replacing their human bodies with ethereal, like strong ethereal bodies, while still retaining human consciousness. And it seems like Drakenei was able to, turn into a monster, or at least partially into a monster, and and then still kind of revert back and then give orders. So, but regardless, though, it's just like, sure, Sigrid might be aware, but like the problem is Drakenei has too much power, right? Even if Sigrid is tries to protect us, right? First of all, Sigrid's not even the head of her department. We have the other Sunbringer as the head of her department. So if Drakenei tells her sister, hey, Sigrid's gone rogue and is not following orders, Drakenei might be able to get Sigrid fired. So like, if we come with Sigrid, she says, oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. It's like, yeah, but can you actually, right? If Drakenei goes to her sister and asks you to be taken off the case, or says that you've gone rogue and demands you be fired, what can you do to protect me in that situation, right? Because if you get fired and you're no longer able to control, the environment around me to any degree, then I'm basically just walking into a trap where she has the power and time to do whatever the fuck she wants. So it's just like, so for her to be like, hey, come along with me, like, don't worry, I'm just trying to figure out the truth. It's like, yeah, you might be just trying to figure out the truth, but I'm being plotted against. And can you protect me against those people?
だから、リンちゃんたちがシンギュラリークを追ってて気づいたこと。最近、決死の妖体が同時に複数出現、ギルタブルルかバシュムのどっちかがシンギュラリークを通ってドラキナと合格を。
だが、ありえない
って言えるなら、決死と合格のことどうやったのかはわからないけど、サンブリンガーはかつて自分が持ってた合格を3つに分けて、それぞれを3人のギルタブルルとバシュム、決死の妖体が2体も現れたのは、おそらく彼女たちの合格を狙ってのことだと思う。
Oh yeah. I forgot the Enchanter larva. Yeah, I was thinking because of how big the Gerta Blue Ethereal was. I was thinking that was an Enchanter. I'm like, oh yeah, they have to have a Karma Core to be an Enchanter. So they're just larvae. Regardless of how big they are, they're just larvae. So maybe Nineveh is not actually an Enchanter, but a larva instead. Another Enchanter larva. Okay, so... But that does explain it, though. So I was wondering, like, do they each have 3 Karma Cores? Were they extra? But no, it seems like the original Sunbringer's Karma Core has been split amongst 3. Now, how the fuck is that possible, right? Especially considering what they said, were that they can't destroy the Karma Cores. So it's like, if you can't destroy the Karma Cores, how the fuck are you able to split it into 3, right? Like, how is that even possible? We'd just far more likely to have gotten 3 Karma Cores. Especially, like, you killed Belly, right? Doesn't that mean there's a free-floating Karma Core? Like, if all the original Void Hunters have been killed because the experiments to turn them into conscious Enchainers failed, then wouldn't that mean you have a big pile of Karma Cores left over from the people who failed? So, like, it seems like you just give those to the 3 of them. Also, I was kind of surprised, though, because they were like, oh, well, we think it's fused. Like, the way they say it makes it seem like they were fused, like, a long time ago. But, like, we saw Gerta Blue in the Singularity leakage, and the fact that they were, like, leading a path up there makes me think that, if Gerta Blue just arrived and maybe just fused with her, maybe, but the way she's talking about it makes it seem like it's a... Oh, so wait, is Bashmu the huge one? Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I thought Gerta Blue was the humongous, like, centipede one.
もちろん、まだ見ぬ3体目が現れ、誰であれ、そいつはドラキナを取り込むっていう目的を果たしたけど、まだ彼女、例えるならコントローラーの奪い合い？きっとまだ ドラキナは抵抗してて
Oh, I see. So this happened relatively recently.
ギルタブルル
So that might be why Truvia was there. Truvia and Draconite did actually have an appointment, but Yurta Baloo took over in between when the appointment was set, and just unfortunately, Truvia kind of got screwed. Now, I'm really curious if she survived.
聞いていれば
Realistically, she shouldn't have been. She was run through the chest by a humongous fucking hand. Like, there's no way in hell you're gonna save that. You know, like, but I was always kind of suspicious, thinking that maybe Truvia isn't all human too. You know, like, because she does have the Helios Academy research, and she did kind of mention and did allude to the fact that they're still continuing the research, using herself as a guinea pig. So, how, you know, it does beg the question of how human she still is. And like, when we tried to warn her about the potential issue of our eyes, she freaked out, mostly because she probably remembered what happened back then, but maybe she also realizes something's off with her eyes too, and so she's just, you know, afraid and just doesn't want to bury her head in the sand.
そしてそなたの推論はあくまでリンドの
そりゃ確かに大丈夫だよリンちゃん私たち単性バトルの中で約束したもんね
Well, it's also like, you might not believe us, but we have proof, right? Because the whole thing is, well, one, like, we said we followed the singularity leakages, and we have the data, but we also stole it from them. We got the data from them, so we can just tell them, hey, go back to your thing, cross-reference singularity leakages, look for this specific condition, that's how we got the trail, and you can see, yeah, there's the trail. We followed that trail, and it popped up there. And then we also have the proof that, and as for proof, it's like, one, it's their own data, so it's like, cool, there's the path. And then two, you don't see us on the camera at all. You know, you don't see us on the camera ever getting close to her office. We just pop up in her office. So it does kind of lend credence to the fact that, yeah, we followed the singularity leakage there.
シグリッドだって黙って最後まで
何を
そんなの決まってるよねあの小さな三部
Oh, okay.
でも多いし
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, like, had she been killed, completely replaced? But no, it seems that maybe she's still alive, so maybe we can save her. Although, like,
見逃してくれてたわけじゃないんだ
hard to say if that's going to happen, right? Because she's not a playable character, so she could die. I was going to say, like, I saw some sort of sacrifice event, some seeming sacrifice event for Remiel, but Remiel can't die because she's a playable character. So Draconite is not. So it could be that we try to save her, but she dies, maybe.
東大元暮らし
まあまあボンプたちと下水道に住んでるなんて私もここでレミエールに会った時ははいはいとにかくギルタブルルというかまず算数局はもう掌握されてるとつまり電子機器を使った通信は誰が
確かにこのところ通信シグナルには
ほら敵はもう馬脚を表してるよあいつ自体を片付けるのはそんなに難しいことじゃないよ問題は合格との融合具合もわからない以上一撃で倒せるってここで下手を打ったら最悪ロスカリファ中がそうなったらもう仮に助けられたとしていつエーテリアスに変わるかわからない指導者なんて
そなたにもロスカリファの秩序を切っ
そりゃそうだよここは
Yeah, it's interesting she says that, right? Because, I mean, it's because it was Sunbringer and Roche who, you know, had the experiments going on the original Karma Course that forced you to kill Belly. I would kind of think that it was the vendetta against both of them. Obviously, Roche was the one who designed the experiments, and in the explanation, or is it Roche or Roche? One of those. In the explanation, you could clearly tell she was blaming everything on him. Because she was like, yes, he lied to us. He, you know, said all these sweet nothings. I can't believe I believed him and trusted him. So she never, even though she did group Sunbringer and him together when talking about the experiment, she was like, yes, the two of them brought forth this idea. Even though she did say that, so one would assume that she would blame them both. But it does seem like Rosh was the one who actually proposed and implemented the experiment, so I guess she's still just blaming him. That's kind of what I thought, was that maybe she was blaming both of them, and her coming back to kill Sunbringer was just an extension of that. But it might not be. Either that, or maybe she senses a problem with the Karma Core in them, so she's like, oh, I'm just going to kill them before they can go evil. Hard to say.
レミエールの言う通りだね。また算数局に忍び込むのは現実的じゃないね。たとえシグリッドさん偽物を算数局から引き離せたら。レミエール、シグリッドさん、おやおや？
それがしに遠慮は。
明日の夜、算数局のレセプションホールで、あれ、一応ドラキナ様の主催って。悪くないチャンスだね。
待たれよ、リンドの。
例えばパーティー会場にギルタブルルは複数のシンギュラリークで構成されたルートを通って算数局、そして出口のフォロー付近はなるべく人払いをしてもらうの。あの辺りだって。
いかん、疑問ばかりが増えていく。どうやってパーティーの
ボンプたちが立て続けに侵食されたあの事件だけど、私たちと見よう見まねにはなるけど、うまくコントロールできればあとは安定したフォローの観測データさえ。って今は HDD にたどり着く方が難しいじゃん。やり返せるんだよね。
安定した観測データが入りようなのだな。スカモールフォローの真相にはロスウィックという、そこで以前巡回の折にまだ設備が残存していると報告が。とにかく巨大でな。
ロゼッタデータの解析に使ってたやつかな。まだ動くなら願ってもないけど。そうだ、ナギャングにはどうかな。でも私が何とかしてみるよ。そうなると他に気がかりなのは。
Wait, what do you mean? How the Skamal Hollow is directly below us. All you have to do is like jump, right? And Remiel can fly, so just jump down. Remiel can just glide us down into the hollow.
なぜその。
別に私たちはそれぞれ。
明朝まで待たれよ。何かこの予期せぬ開口についても、さらに万が一そなたらがそれがしをたばかったと分かろうものなら。レミエール、一つ。
何
Is she asked why she tried to kill Eldreda? Because yeah, we kind of glossed over this. It's all the saving sister, but she hasn't really said why. Yeah, exactly.
なぜ。
結局のところ彼女たちはある意味ではこの天空の城と一緒で。
Oh, I see. So she does hate Sunbringer. She does blame her. So she attacked Eldreda thinking it was the original Sunbringer. When she realized no, it wasn't, she's like, oh, well, you're not the droid I'm looking for. Yeah, but she was like, yeah, you're not the one who fucked me over. So there's no real point in attacking you.
だからそんなものをどこから来たのかも。
I mean, that's still somewhat contradictory, right? Because she's like, why do you attack Eldreda? It's like, well, I attacked her. Or why? They said actually, she didn't ask why she attacked her, right? She asked why if considering she attacked her, why is she saving her? And she answered with, well, Eldreda is not the Sunbringer I'm looking for. So basically, she was trying to kill the original Sunbringer, but then also simultaneously says, but I also don't want to destroy anything she left behind. So she's like, I want to kill her, but all the stuff she left behind is precious. Which is like, what? Because clearly you're saying that you do want to kill her. You want to kill the original one, but then are valuing the remaining things because they are the original one. Which is a little contradictory. Like it. Actually, that is an interesting thing. can you rest on your back at all? You probably can even well, maybe you can rest on your side if your wings are like if you like move your wings up or down or something. But yeah, I guess you kind of have to. Or could you still let rest on your back? Like, it's hard to say, because, like, obviously the connection point is pretty small, so resting on your back is kind of risky. Because, like, if you crush or injure or damage the bones, it's obviously incredibly unrealistic for wings, right? Like, you would expect something with a bigger connection, because obviously the idea is that if they are using them, well, okay, so if they are using them to fly, you know, you have to have big, strong muscles to flap the wings. And, like, obviously, there's practically no muscles near where the wings come out of her butt. So, like, how could she flap them strong enough, right? But then again, maybe she can't fly, right? Maybe the only reason she can fly is her weapon. And all wing Thyran... maybe all wing Thyran wings are basically just decorative. And they no longer have the ability to actually fly. Crap, I can't remember that. Did we actually see that? Her freaking out? I don't think... I think last week. I don't think we saw her last week. Or is it that because she ran away so quickly, we're just putting two and two together that it must have flared up then? Also, yeah, the calming medicine, I thought like the calming medicine was like poison. I thought she was going to say like, yeah, when it gets too bad, I'm just going to come here, take this medicine and die. Stopping it once and for all. But no, it actually does seem like an actual medicine that can help her condition, or at least manage her symptoms. The sofa, that's it?
しばらくお兄ちゃん。シグリッドさん、もう来たの？
逃げなかったのだな。
Actually, shit, Mike.
地区のキャロ
Already 30 minutes into this.
どうい
I guess I could have done this. I didn't know. I guess I could have done this cutscene yesterday.
そなたらには
あ、わかったよ。なるほど。それなら
Yeah,
一緒に
supposedly, I think that was the end of one of the chapters. And so now there's two more before the end. Now, I don't know if it's just one big one, and then the final little, like, the final notch in the, Yeah, she probably won't be able to finish it today, then. Because obviously we're going to the Hollow now, so there's going to be a bunch of fighting, cutscenes and all that shit. And then there's probably going to be... Oh, there's another one. There's probably going to be... a bunch of... After this whole Hollow escapade, there's going to be like a shitload more cutscenes after that. At most, I might be able to finish the Hollow shit. No, I'll stop.
問題だらけだよ。空準局の時間と一緒に。どう
実は昨日は戻るのが遅くなり準備がだが折よく昨日の巡回中に局員がベックフォード街付近で
ベックフォード街って あ
ほう。レミエル、
違うからね。もうどうしてそんな誤解するかな。待って。
それがしのものだ。とにかくこれから全焼基地に入る。
オッケー。シグリッド次官。君、そうい
設定を忘れてはならぬぞ、レミエール
わかったガオ。
殿。うむ。
またこの着ぐるみを着るなんて。あんた前はノリノリだったじゃん。
そなたら語尾にガオを忘れるな。
ご苦労様です、シグリッド長官。
んみ
それはわかります。
一目瞭然であろう。
その設定は初耳。
そなたは鍛錬が足りぬな。はあ、不出来なぶ。
人間さん、牛水機はこっちだ。カーも。
間違いなく長官。そもそも
それは
パンケーキ。
それでいけるわけないでしょ。私たちこれから私
僭越ながら
ダメかも。
ここにミスターガオを2人とも連れてきてしまったら、誰が風神局にあなたとリンドベルヌ様が欠かせないよ。
すごい頑張っていい。
そうかもな。
なんでシグリッドさんがピンときてないの。
察しが悪く大変失礼しました。
私も
なんだかわからんが、とにかく。
That's funny. Because it is a little funny too, because like Sigrid also is kind of like that airheaded too. Is that when there was that Bang Boo who was like being shady and stuff, she was like, "Oh, I see, you must be acting." And so I got it. That's why you're saying this, because you're acting like the actor from this play. The line you said was from this play, you must still be acting. I understand. I'll let you continue your rehearsal. Yes. So she was kind of like a little airheaded in that moment. So it seems like maybe some of her team is also just as airheaded as she is.
何せ今日ロスウィック地区での行動などは。
やっと脱げたね。え、これで君も分かったでしょ。あの朝脱げないって。
Well, to be fair, Remiel, I think Remiel's one bit. Her body is bigger than her in many ways, but then also the wings alone would just make it a pain in the ass to get in and out of.
どうしたのかな、人のこと。
何？どうにもつまりそれがしが初代うつろがり。
まあね、記録の仕方ないよ。みんながうつろ狩りに期待してるのは、そういう星見の当主様はどうしようもない方向音痴だし。
Oh. Okay, so Miyabi's weapon is definitely a Void Hunter weapon.
なんて書けるわけないよね。
Well, not definitely, but well, not definitely. But the fact that we know 100% now that the Hoshimi family was a Void Hunter means they had a Void Hunter weapon. So I didn't know if Miyabi's weapon was literally one of those original Void Hunter weapons, or if it was just a cursed weapon, right? Like it was just cursed with the, like like ghosts and stuff like that. So it could be like it's just a supernatural weapon rather than a Void Hunter weapon. Because it's kind of hard to tell with like ethereals and ether and all that shit in the world. Like who knows what is possible? But the fact that Miyabi's last name is Hoshimi Miyabi, so that means her ancestor was a Void Hunter, which makes it seem very likely that her weapon is. I don't know if they actually ever said it. Maybe they did. Like she's always regarded as a Void Hunter, but I didn't know if the current Void Hunters were called Void Hunters simply because they reached a level of power that could be described as Void Hunter. Like, because like, sure, the Void Hunters had Void Hunter weapons, but technically, like they already killed an Enchainer before they even had their first weapon. So you could consider them Void Hunters before they even had their first Void Hunter weapon. So, and then like Yixuan was also tried to be given the title of Void Hunter. She rejected it because she wanted to remain the head of her temple. But the thing is, they tried to give her the title, even though she doesn't have a Void Hunter weapon at all. Because the Kingwing Sword is a Void Hunter weapon, I'm pretty sure. So, the Kingwing Sword is a Void Hunter weapon, and it was in her possession, kind of. It was in her temple's possession, basically. I mean, her sister was the Void Hunter for it, but yeah, so. But I wasn't 100% sure about Miyabi. I knew her family was super old. Like, had been around for a long time, but that doesn't necessarily mean they would have a Void Hunter weapon. And I can't remember if they ever really, like, explicitly said it was. They might have, like, but it's also been a while. Like, Miyabi was introduced in Season 1. All the character development she had was mostly then. So, like, we might have been told it was a Void Hunter weapon back then, but also, like, in Season 1, we didn't really have the context of what a Void Hunter and a Void Hunter weapon was. Like, we didn't really know much about what happened in Eridu in the 100 years in the past. And only in Season 2, when they introduced Yixuan and the Kingwing Sword, where we're like, oh, okay, so that's like... And then, and Miyabi and Xunguang, when Xunguang got named a Void Hunter, you're like, okay, and then they showed her with Yixuan and Miyabi all together, so it's like, oh, okay, the 3 Void Hunters, so it's like, oh, okay, so... But again, it's like, it's been 100 years, so like, maybe they're just calling them that because, like, well, you're strong enough, so we're going to call you Void Hunters, right? It could just be more of a title that is describing a person with a certain level of strength, and not that you have to have a Void Hunter weapon to become a Void Hunter, although having a Void Hunter weapon is very powerful, so most people who have one would be at the Void Hunter level strength, maybe? So that's what I always kind of wondered. But now that we know that Miyabi her ancestors were in that original set, and we pretty much know that all the people back then did have Void Hunter weapons because they didn't know how dangerous they were, chances are that her sword is a Void Hunter weapon. I mean, because that was the whole thing, too. It's like, when she has it, there's that little, like, ghost with horns that, like, appears around her Void Hunter weapon. So, like, I'm like, that's why I kind of thought maybe that it was a cursed weapon, right? Like, it was just haunted with ghosts because it looks like we could see a little tiny ghost pop out when we're using it. The ghost of, like, the one eye. So that's why I was like, it could be a Void Hunter weapon, but, like, it also could just be imbued with, other power that just makes it very powerful. I mean, to be fair, it still could be, right? It could be that the Void Hunter weapon that the Hoshimi family did have was not passed along. Like, the Void Hunter got too close to combining with an Enchainer, they were killed, and then they sealed away the Void Hunter weapon, or the Karma Core, to never be used again. And the sword that they had was maybe made after that and passed along, and fused with curses. Like, it could be like the soul of the first Void Hunter is infused into that new sword, and that's the sword Miyabi uses. Like, we don't know until they explicitly come out and say something.
レミエールはここに100年以上も前にね。遠くに見えるあの大きい建物は死後館って主な研究内容はジョイアスたちと一緒にロゼッタで どうしてもちろん当時は君が今見てるよ。死後館の中の設備はもともと合金でできた。空間構造の問題については
リン殿、レールを渡るときはいつもこれを。
ごめんねシグリッドさん、初めてだとそうなるよね。
あちらに光を放つものが。なんだ。
まさかまだ同じ場所に残ってたなんて。
Oh, she's the ice agent. Oh shit. Perhaps she might be the Ellen replacement then. Yeah, it's like, why are you trying to like force me to be her? Oh, I used them all.
この程度準備運動にもならぬ。
本当しょうがないな。
諦めるのだな。突き崩す。やっ。
So, I guess. Actually, that was the game. Oh, I see. That's the state I'm in. Got it, got it. Got it, got it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I didn't have my gauge filled with life.
それはそうだよ。全部サンブリンガーが作ったもの。この鍵、歪みの影響を受けずに無事に残ってたなんて。どうやら私たちの死後館の鍵、これがサンブリンガー。
これが鍵なら。
And you left it in the open like this?
それはサンブリンガー本人に聞くしかないかもね。死後館以外言い換えればでもサンブリンガー。
Oh, I see. This is probably gonna be like one chunk. Like this is gonna move one chunk into place, and then we have to go look for the other pieces.
少なくとも結果オーライじゃ。残りの鍵はだって100年名探偵さん、あんまり勘が良すぎると。
そなたら雑談はそこ。まずは近く。
そうだね。
Oh, I see. We probably have to make a cube. So it's gonna be enough pieces to make a cube of this.
またそのうち羽のお手入れしなくちゃ。鍵が半分だから復元も半分ってとこだね。
だが高所へと通ずる道ができたようだ。
よし、行ってみよっか。
向かうところ敵なし。
Oh, it instantly puts me into Oh, dang. Still. Oh, I see. So it refreshes my, it refreshes the duration of that. Okay, that's kind of cool. Not too terrible. It does feel a little slow, though. It does feel, yeah. It does feel a little slow to build up gauge.
サンブリンガーだね。
I can't get off that. What the fuck? Oh, I see. I have to come back the other way.
でも過去の再現くらいフォローじゃよくあること
Whatever.
でしょ。
I'll do my exploration
こ
later.
の辺りを探してみよっか。あそこもう一つの鍵じゃない？ほらね、高いところって言ったでしょ。ここはまたロボットを使わせてもらおうかな。
リン殿は実に多芸なのだな。
その気になれば島全体のなんでもない。
Oh, it's a I thought I had to charge up. No, the ramp itself zips me along.
やった、このまま進もう。ここは回り道だね。この先は
Hello there, how's it
こ
going?
のままならとっても綺麗な場
I was
所。
thinking I might finish this today. Probably not, actually. I should be enough for this little chunk, but supposedly there are 2 little cards left, and I assume that I might be able to finish the main bit. I mean, Yishuan is insanely good, regardless. I really like her, because it feels fun to play. I like the fact that she has like a secondary counter, so it's like she has the ability to do all this cool shit. So and then when you hold her EX special, it doesn't cost that much energy, but she can also get like a free parry and get some extra adrenaline back. And then of course she's just like the fact that she can do her ultimate so many times, or at least like twice, basically, but like in short succession, really opens up a lot of cool shit for her. But yeah, I generally liked her playstyle, because like in a game where like you have the dodge counters and the parries and shit, it is cool that like there are characters that give you a free one, because like you only have 6 parry attacks you can do before you run out, and kind of have to like do other shit. So having the ability to also just throw in a parry that also helps you out is pretty useful. And then just like rupture in general is pretty fun.
また証拠りもなく。
そうかな。エーテリアスも鍵に引き寄せられてる？はっ、キラキラしてるのはなだけだったりして。やっちゃって。
悪意。
Oops, I thought they were dead.
それじゃ鍵を取りに行こっか。こんなになロゼ、分かってるよ。レミエール。さて、鍵も手に入ったし、さよならみんな。
そなたのために。
Oh, I see. So this is probably when they were making the Void Hunter weapons. When they were,
フォローって本当に無遠慮だね。
it's probably when they were,
大丈夫？
when they were like, yeah, cool, we saved the world, we became Void Hunters, we defeated the first Enchainer, let's go. Oh wait, no, this is a cube already. Is this it? Or is there more to it? I was thinking it was going to make a cube, but I also thought there was going to be more parts to it. I thought it was going to be like maybe 3 parts. Well, no, I guess it does look... Oh, no. I was going to say, it looks like it's going to come more, but maybe not. Because, like, look, there it is. Because I saw, like, the other pathway open up down there. I'm like, why would you open up a pathway to the left if you're just going to open up the pathway we need directly in front of us? I thought it was going to be like, oh, the pathway to the left is open, now go get the third and final key piece. And now you can open up the hall.
この空間まだ変化を続けているようだが、建物全体はもう復元されたのではなかったか？
That's a pretty cool idol, just chilling against the back of the spear.
ラグがあるのかな。100年以上前の装置だし、多少の格付きはね。空間は変化してるけど、進む分には問題なさそうだね。
このまま前進するとしよう。
なんでここにもエーテリアスが。
Oh, God damn it.
ないなら出てってくれる？はあ？ふっほっはあ？見た目は怖いね。待って。
専門隊。穂先はつららのごとく。エーテリアスが多いと思ったが、なるほど。空間が隠れていたのか。
これで最後？もっと手強いのがいるかと思ったのに。別日よ。天へと登れ。
With my, Yeah, I did. That's the thing. I was doing EX special right when he attacked. And it, I hear a little, like, ching. I heard a little, ching when I was doing that. The first time it was pure happenstance. I happened to be doing my EX special. The second time, I was actually aiming for it. And I heard it. I'm like, okay, third time's charm, and it still worked. So yeah. So it seems like I have some sort of parry ability. I don't know if it boosts my energy. Maybe it boosts my energy a bunch. If I can land it. Or at the very least, it gives me iframes. So it could be another method. See, I like that kind of shit, right? Like, that's why I like Yishuan as well, is because it's like, you know, you can get free immunity. And also, like, if Yishuan is able to actually make the parry, she gets a bunch of energy, so she can get her secondary burst up as well. Her adrenaline burst, which is also really cool. So I was like, oh, cool, that's nice. I feel like Pyrois doesn't seem super strong from their, like, their charged attacks. I also haven't used them in, like, normal combat, so I have no frame of reference with these new mobs that much. So I'm not sure if they're that good or not. They're not bad, though. I don't think they're bad. And there definitely are types. There are the ones where I need to, like, look more into all the 4 burst types she has. Like, I know one of them is a Totalize. And I know one of them regenerates her own energy. So, like, it fills up her meter a little faster. But I forget what the other 2 were. So there might be a better rotation for this. But it's still, it's pretty fun.
順調っていうか、よし、じゃあまず預言者様に接続するよ。あの算数局へのリクエストは最小限にして、他の計算はここで済ませる。預言者様には必要最低限のパーツしか組み込めなかったし、ロゼッタデータの帯域も確保しなきゃだから、通信の品質。
Oh, I thought we were going here to collect the Rosetta data. I thought the stable holo data was here. I thought that's why we went into the holo, is we were going to get the data from around this location to use as the stable holo data. I didn't realize we need to actually pull data from elsewhere.
Griff の声だよ。私たち手持ち。
ありがとう。
そうか。ならば
通信帯域は安定したし、 トラフィックの偽装も指定したルート。
さすがはフォローの専門家だ。この光景を見るとロゼット、
私もどう。
通信帯域は安定。検証ユニットの同期も完了だ。諸君、心して聞いてほしい。
まさか。
ロゼッタデータの理論は無事に検証。
さ、もっと嬉しそう。
サンブリンガー、私が進めたポーカ
Oh,
ー
hey, it's Miyabi's ancestor.
見事実践しているな。
もう君んちのお菓子なんだ。
実験そんだけ
Oh, it's Roshiro Solens. So that's where Roshiro went.
成功だ。
Oh, so that must be Joyous,
ジョ
right?
イアス君は根幹の技術を提供してくれたし。
Yeah, that's Joyous.
気抜けの闇は効くな。俺が居眠りをそれと味噌を刺すようだが。
全く皆ロゼッタデータが小さ
いいね。またメイフラワーの財布でパーッとやるか。
うわ、見てベリー。
大丈夫ですよ。きっと。ではジョイアスのために。
お前たちの
あの時はもう世界を取りみんながいる限り私たちはどこへだって行ける気がした。結局
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious. It's like, was it the experiment to merge with the core that fucked everything over, or was it a doomed plan to begin with, right? Like, because obviously the situation's only ever gotten worse, right? Like 100 years ago, you didn't do anything, and then 10 years ago, Hollow Zero had a sudden surge, and now we just recently unsealed a portion of the creator's power. So like, that's definitely not good. So.
リンダの守備はいかがか。
Oh, cool.
上々だよ。
Yeah, I'm getting close to the end, I think, but I'm also taking my time.
本当に
I basically do it like about like 1 hour a day, because it's like right now I'm like walking on my treadmill, so this is like the way I get exercise. I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's do a little bit of story. It's distracting before I know it. You know, I've been walking for an hour and a half. You know,
データの解析が終わったなら早く戻ろう。
so I do it in little chunks like that. That's why it's taking a bit. And also, like, I still do my weekly stuff. So, like, at the start of this stream, I still did my dailies. I did Hollow Zero earlier in the week. That takes time out of, and I only still stream for like an hour when I'm on my treadmill. So it just eats into that time. So it takes a bit, but I have like 6 weeks to do it. So it's whatever. But yeah, it's actually going to be really tough because obviously there's this, but then there's also the events, right? There's the beach event. There's the other event. There's the new play mode. And then Genshin's coming out with its patch next week. Or no, not this Tuesday, but a week after Tuesday. So it's like I have to make sure I finish up all the Zenless stuff before Genshin comes out, because going SNES Naya is going to be
じゃあシグリッド
going to be huge.
これね。
これらの装置を。
そう偽物が現れたら
私がタウミエルの何かしらアクションを起こされ、そしたらボコボコにしてドラキナ。
よし、そなたらの会場入りについてだが、その前にもう一つの可能性について。もし現場で作戦と異なる。
君はパーティー会場でエルダとドラキナそれぞれのリンちゃんも特に異論はない。
ないよ。
願わくば互いのパーティー会場の外には音楽が歌い。
Oh shit. I have been walking for an hour already, so this would be seemingly a good stopping point. So yeah, I just don't know how long this is going to be. This seems like it's going to take forever. It seems like it's going to be a huge, big crescendo. I have been walking for an hour and 3 minutes already, almost 4. I think I'll put a pin in it. Sorry, everybody, but I will be continuing this tomorrow around the same time. Actually, no, shit, not at the same time. I have Fork Tower Magic tomorrow at 9 a.m. So maybe around noon tomorrow. So in about 24 hours from now, I might be finished up with that, and I might pop onto this and then focus on the story. I just don't know. I know it's going to take a while. Like, it's going to be a lot of cutscenes. It's going to be a huge, big, like, fight and stuff. And so I'm thinking it's going to be at least 30 minutes. And at that point, I would have been walking for, 90 minutes, which is quite a lot. So I'll put a pin in this. But I will be on later today to play Final Fantasy XIV. I also have another tower run today at 2 p.m. in about 2 hours. So I'll probably be finishing up spending my resin in Genshin and Honkai. And then I'll be logging into Final Fantasy XIV. Probably going to Occult Crescent and grind a little bit while I'm getting ready for the Fork Tower run to start. And yeah, this will be my first time trying the Fork Tower magic on Extreme. I've done the normal mode a bunch of times because it's something I do while I'm in Fork Tower. But I've never done the Extreme version. I've read up on the mechanics, so hopefully it won't suck too much. And actually, it doesn't seem as bad as the Fork Tower Blood version because there seem to be less mechanics where one person can fuck over everybody. It's a lot of at most it's just like follow the danger Dorito. So as long as you follow the group, you should be fine because it's just the boss doing mechanics. And so as long as you just stick with the group, as long as someone knows what the fuck they're doing, you can also avoid mechanics. I think for the final boss, there are some personal mechanics there, where it's like, oh, okay, you have to resolve your own debuffs properly. You have to stand in the element that you don't have. So you're going to be given fire. You're going to be given 2 of the 3 elements: fire, ice, and lightning. And so of the 3, whichever you don't have is the element you need to stand in, and each of those is a personal debuff. So like in no other player, well, some other players might stand in the same element as you because like there's only 3 elements. So 1/3 of everyone's going to stand in your element, but you can't follow other people because you don't know who has also your element. So it seemed like that was the only thing that I could see that was like you actually kind of have to resolve that yourself and know stuff. Everything else seems pretty much just like, yeah, the boss is doing mechanics. As long as you follow the person who knows the mechanics, you just won't die. Now, obviously, the problem with fights like this is because mechanics are going off so frequently, you often don't have the time to like find the guy who knows what they're doing and follow them. So you'll be off by a second because you're like, oh, there's the guy who knows what he's doing. He's running that way. Okay, I'm going to follow after him. It's like, yeah, but the fact that it took you like a second to find him and then start to follow, you might get hit still. So there is that element. So obviously, knowing the mechanics is best because you can immediately start to resolve it rather than waiting to follow the guy who is solving it, which obviously be a fraction of a second. But anyway, but yes, thank you all for watching. I will be on later today, so if you like Final Fantasy XIV, I will be doing that. I will probably also play Honkai Star Rail after that. I haven't done the Fate Collab event, so I'm going to be doing that. So I'll probably pop into Final Fantasy, run Fork Tower Extreme for a few hours. We'll see how long it goes. Basically, if the party disbands, I'll just fuck off. And then I'll probably log into Honkai Star Rail. And then tomorrow, it'll be much of the same. I have a 9 a.m. Fork Tower run, because that's the only one that was available for me. And after that, I'll probably log into this game, do my walk, and finish the story, hopefully. Hopefully it's not going to be too long. I mean, it's kind of thing where I don't mind it being long. Like, I like having more story. So if it is long, it is what it is. It does make it hard for me to plan, but whatever. So I'll try to finish the story tomorrow after my Fork Tower run. And then after that, I might go into The Witcher 3. Because normally I've kind of been playing The Witcher 3 on the weekends, but like today, because I'm doing Fork Tower, I'm not going to do Witcher instead. Like before, it'd be like I do my workout, I play Witcher, and then I do Final Fantasy afterwards. But because I have this 2 p.m. run, I don't really have the time to play The Witcher. It's only 2 hours till the run starts, but like half an hour before the run, they start like trying to get everybody. So it would be best for me to be in the game at the very least by 1:30. And then I still have to do, my Genshin dailies, my Arcanite Enfield, get that shit out of the way first. So anyway, that is beside the point. But yeah, I've been enjoying the story. It's been pretty cool. But I will be heading out, and I will be back on later today. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.